Hello, yes, this is a video response to Simon's post in the great Optimus Prime versus Murder Prime debate. Not only is it a video response, it is a drinking game. I've been thinking about what my response and what I want to say is, and I've noticed that there's a word that I keep using every time I'm thinking about this, and that word is compassion. So anytime I say the word compassion, if you want to join along, have a drink. Drink, so easy as that. That's it. Compassion, or compassionate even. So here we go. Right. I'm firmly in the anti-Murder Prime camp. There's just something about him. It doesn't gel with me, and I'm thinking about your G1 Optimus Prime, your Primals, your Convoys, even your Jinray. There's something always honourable about Prime. I'm not saying that Murder Prime is not without honour, but not to the same degree. Not to the same degree as our classic Primes that we have across the Transformers multiverse. There's just something missing about him. There's something just a little bit missing that just doesn't quite make him, quite frankly, as good as all the rest. Now, if you look in the original G1 Biog, his weakness is his compassion. Compassion is his weakness because it's something that can be used against it. But that compassion is also, I'm beginning to regret this, is also his greatest strength. And I think, for me, that is the defining characteristic of all your primes. All your primes is that compassion. It is that tentative belief, his motto that freedom is the right of all sentient beings. There's an amendment from Murder Prime which is freedom is the right of all sentient beings unless you're a Decepticon, I'm going to rip your fucking head off. That's just the way it is. He's a product of a very cynical post 9/11 world, and he's a Prime whose ends justify the means. That's the way he does it. The other Primes do not take that road. They do not take that road. They do not cross that line. They will go the hard way. They will do it the hard and long way to get results. They will not compromise morally to get the win, to take the heads, to look at me, I'm a champion, I've won the day. They won't do that. They will risk everything to keep their moral compass, because that's who Optimus Prime is. He's not just a soldier. He is a soldier, like Captain America's a soldier. But Captain America is much more than a soldier. He is a hero. He is a leader. He is that example. He leads by example, and he does not compromise who he is, the way that he is, just to get that win, to get that victory. Because if he loses who he is, then he's lost. And Optimus Prime, the Murder Prime, he's lost everything. He has lost what it is to be a Prime. We'll go into the four deaths. Four deaths we're going to use. Demolisher. Megatron from Dark of the Moon, Sentinel Prime, and Harold Attinger Fraser. Everyone calls him Fraser. So yeah, the first death, Demolisher, from Revenge of the Fallen. So we have this big fight in Shanghai or wherever it is, and Demolisher crumples in a heap, but he's slurring, he's dying, he's all blood and energon and everything. The Fallen will come. Yeah, shut up you. Boom. Shoot you dead. Some Decepticon. It's not even worthy of anything. I'll just shoot you. That's just despicable. That is awful. That's that awful behaviour. That's not the old. If you saw a soldier doing that, they'd be up on charges. They would be. That is not. I mean, and yes, it's on Earth. Try demolish under human laws. That's the way you should do it. Not just execute him. So it doesn't even make tactical sense. This guy is starting to be a bit of a talker. He could be a bit of a talker. We could try and find out what the plot of this movie is. If we only talk to him, but no, we don't talk to him. We just shoot him in the head and we just carry on. The writers go on strike and everything just escalates out of control. Then we have Megatron. Yeah, there's been a lot of bad blood between Optimus Prime and Megatron over the millenniums of years of war, which he seems to, after the first movie, every time he meets Megatron, he seems to be able to dispatch him quickly enough. I'm not sure why this long war has gone on as long as it has. Optimus Prime is a killing machine. He should have ended this war millennia ago. But anyway, we have this fight, and Megatron with his spindly arm, Optimus Prime has lost an arm. Megatron's like, I think we've seen enough killing for one day. Why don't we think about doing a truce? Prime goes, ratings! One-handed. He literally just kills Megatron one-handed. What's all that about? What's you reading from that shot going, Optimus Prime wouldn't do that. Jim Raider wouldn't do that. Primal wouldn't do that. None of the convoys would do that. Once you're reading from that shot, you then get Sentinel Prime crawling on the floor going, look, mercy, please, let me try again, let me try and make it up, let me try. And he's like, puts his foot on him, shoots him to death. I wouldn't expect to see Captain America, first of all, if the Red Skull offered him a bit of a ceasefire, to then, decapitate him with his shield. And then if Bucky Barnes was begging for his life, saying, "Oh, being a Winter Soldier, come on, Cap, give me another chance," for him then to shoot him to death. No, it's not the way it's done. Spider-Man doesn't curb stomp the Vulture, does he? That is not a heroic way, and that's what we've lost about Prime. We've lost Prime's sense of hero-ness. He's become this very cynical, like I say, post 9/11 character that. Just cause. I have just cause to do whatever action to kill the bad guys, and it doesn't help that in the films the Decepticons are very two-dimensional. That is it. That is the just motivation is just to be evil. So that doesn't help on this case. So then, Fraser, Optimus Prime kills Fraser. You know what? I am fine with that. That is absolutely justifiable. It's justifiable. Never has a Prime, a Convoy, a Primal, Jinray been put in that situation where it's kill the human that's trying to kill the human that's my friend, or watch not the human that's my friend get killed. He's never been in that situation. There's never a Convoy been in that place. But the tragedy is because it's Murder Prime. He shoots him and that's it, and he's shrugged off. Any other Prime would have done that, and they would have had to have made that split-second decision, and they would have shot Fraser. But if they would have done it, there would have been echoes across the Transformers multiverse, because when a character that compassionate, I said that because he just needed a bit of a sip, because if a character like that makes that decision, there's going to be repercussions, there's going to be drama, there's going to be conflict because of that. But because it's Murder Prime, it's just like, Murder Prime killed a man. He said he was going to kill someone. But that's the thing. But there again, he does have that little flicker of compassion when he goes to see Steve Jobs, Jacob Jackass, whatever his name is. When he goes to see him, because he's sworn he'll kill the human responsible for melting everyone down, for getting all the Autobots wanted. And he confronts him, and then the guy is being arsed and Prime, he's even goading him, but you can't kill him. But once the middleman, because Ang is not really the guy who's responsible, he's a guy who's been brokering everything, but he is not the guy who's been, wanting the Transformers to melt them down, is he? He's the guy who's been brokering the deals between Lockdown and Jacob Jackass, whatever his name is. He's, but he's the one who gets in the way. He's the one who has the gun at his friend, and that's why Prime makes the decision to kill him. So yeah, any other Prime, that would have a lot of more strength and warmth and be a lot more repercussions and a lot more drama because of that. But because Murder Prime is very flippant and morally a bit all over the place, probably depends which writer's in the big chair that day, depends on his moral code, it just doesn't have the same impact that it should. And that is the shame about it. That is just a dying shame about Murder Prime. That it could be so. And there's an if, because, you know, we're talking about Prime, so we can talk about redemption. You know, Jim Ray, even though he's not a Prime, he's just someone who just managed to get hold of a transector body that looked like Convoy. But, you know, he ended up going on this from being this, you know, drunken, listless trucker to being this hero, to being the Prime, to being, you know, what Optimus Prime is. Same animated Prime. He's a rookie. He's being disgraced out of the Autobot Academy. He grows. He comes to Earth, and his strength, his compassion, that make him a Prime. By the end of the series, he's a Prime. So yeah, Primes can be sometimes. They don't have to start off that way. They can be a redemption. So if we're showing this is some long story arc. This is some long story arc that eventually Optimus Prime, Movie Prime, will go on the path of redemption and become, to take those extra steps he needs to become the Prime. Then all will be forgiven. But it's for the fourth film in. By now we should have had another character go, oh hang on Prime. Do you not think, you know, go a bit extreme with a crushy, stabby, facey? Well no we don't, because Hall is Autobots, and it does quite often refer to them as my Autobots. It doesn't say my fellow Autobots or the Autobot, it's my Autobots. Demeaning possession, words have power. None of them have said, well, steady on Prime, because they're even more intent on squishing humans than he is. Well, they just talk the talk, they don't walk the walk like Prime does. So I think that's the thing, that Prime, Movieverse Prime, Murder Prime, he's probably strongest, toughest, most battle-hardy Prime there is. But unfortunately, because of his jaded moral compass, he's also the weakest. And that's a real shame. Anyway, that is the end of my discussion. If you don't like what I've said, post, respond video or comment-wise. If you like what I respond, also respond comment-wise, video-wise. And let's keep this debate going. Ta-ta for now.